Hello, I'm Scott Finney, CEO and co-founder of BetterFed. Just a few years ago, I stepped on the scale and saw 305 pounds. This was the wake-up call that I needed to finally address my eating habits. Now, I decided to cut out processed foods and focus on the most nutritious foods available. In order to get the most nutrition, you have to source locally grown, ultra-fresh foods. Once I started looking for these, I found out that I was not alone. Ever since 1994, every year the local food markets have grown. Today, it is a $7 billion industry and it continues to grow. It's being referred to as a localvore movement because more shoppers today are looking for local labeling over organic labeling. Now, the best way for your family to source ultra-fresh produce directly from a farm is to get into a risk and reward relationship with a local farmer. This is called community-supported agriculture, or CSA, and it's a very romantic idea that you're going to get a weekly share of the harvest, but what happens is majority of the customers do not renew. They find it to be inconvenient that they have little to no say in what's coming each week, and sometimes when you get a vegetable you don't know the name of, you certainly don't know how to cook it. Also, this is an upfront cost to the consumer, between $700 and $1,000. It works perfectly for the farmer, but not for the customer. Restaurants face different hardships when it comes to locally sourcing foods, primarily because your food distribution system is not set up to get local foods distributed through your local city. It's set up to have everything available year-round. Now, restaurants are already working on razor-thin margins, and to account for this, the distance that foods are traveling, this increases the price of foods. What we're facing as customers is that we have a constant demand, but there's no constancy to the supply. BetterFed has the solution. BetterFed has an e-commerce site where customers can go, they can browse our weekly subscriptions, find the best fit for your family. You can look through it and see the source of every food, which farm it's coming from. You're able to shop for your produce, your meats, your dairies, cheeses, everything in all one convenient location. Find out the most convenient pickup location for you, and then you're ready to add it to your cart, place in your billing information, and if something happens to be in your weekly delivery that you're unfamiliar with, we have you covered with recipes right there. Look how easy it is. Stop by, pick up your produce in less time than it would take the grocer to bag it. Restaurants really appreciate this convenience too, as they're no longer limited to the supplies of just the farms that are able to deliver to them directly, but go on to BetterFed and we can organize a delivery that's convenient for them. Let's talk about some of the benefits BetterFed's providing. We're keeping the local food money in the immediate area, which is boosting the local economy. We're also making it easier for your community to eat a healthier diet. And when you're eating a healthier diet, you'll see that your community has lowered type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and even some types of cancer. Also, when you're delivering directly farm to table, far less packaging is needed. So this is an environmental benefit right there. BetterFed is really helping out the local farmers too. We're providing them the visibility of where the supply gaps are lying in the current systems. This way, when it comes time to harvest, they have a better idea of what they need to be putting in the ground. And also, we're handling their marketing and sales for them. And farmers realize that this is probably a skill set that they need more help in. As one farmer put it to me, we're farmers because we're great at talking to plants and animals. If we were great at talking to customers, we'd be in a different profession. Let's take a look at the competition. First off, it's grocery stores. But grocery stores offer a very limited variety when it comes to local foods. Also, farmers markets, it's not a convenience to the customer using a farmer's market. Local Harvest is just a passive online directory. It takes a very active online farmer, online customer environment in order for this to work. Farmigo, City Sprout, Good Eggs, these are all startups in the same space. However, their solutions are focused on densely populated areas with an already thriving farm-to-table community. BetterFed is the solution for any community. We are also actively recruiting farmers and recruiting customers and marketing to customers. So how are we getting to the customers? Where our public advertising will be to a very athletic crowd, in that runners, cyclists, and triathletes that are participating in organized events. That's where we'll do our public advertising. We also have a direct advertising component where we're visiting business owners, HR representatives, church leaders, anywhere where you have a community that you want to make it more convenient for them to eat a more healthy diet. It works like this. We offer monthly subscriptions with weekly deliveries. $910 to the customer will result in $611 net revenue to BetterFed. There's also a prepaid option that's $770 to the customer, which results in $471 to BetterFed. Just one season with 30,000 household users, and we're up to $16 million.